Hello everyone, myself Virendra Rawat and I am a chemistry teacher, and today I am in front of you with a new topic, that is combustion and flame from class 8th chemistry. Okay. As the name is indicating, combustion and flame. So what we will study in this chapter? We will study about the combustion, how combustion take place, and about the flame. So before coming to the topic, let me introduce few questions, okay, so that the chapter may be clear to you. Now the first thing, that is, because if you are talking about the combustion, so before that we must know that what is a fuel. Fuel, we can say that fuel is a substance which is needed for combustion and it gives us energy. Now what are the types of fuels? Different type of fuels we use in our daily life. Few fuels we use in the home and some fuels are used in the industry. So the fuel that we use in the home are just like cow dung, means the people, those who are living in villages, okay, so they use cow dung, they use wood, they use coal also, charcoal also, and LPG. So these are the sources, these are the type of fuels that we use in our home. And now for the industry or for the automobiles. So here we are using two type of fuels, mostly petrol that we use for automobiles and diesel also, and CNG. So these are two types of fuels that are used in the home or in the industries or automobiles. Now what is the purpose? Why we are using these fuels? Now the purpose of this fuel is to get energy, because without burning we can't get energy. So if you want to cook food, we need energy. If you want to run vehicle, we need energy. If you want to run the machinery, we need energy. So this is the main purpose of the fuel, that to get energy. Now we burn candle also and we are burning coal also. So what is the difference between both? Burning of candle and burning of coal. Now see here, both, when we are burning candle, if you are burning candle, so what is happening? If we are burning the candle, we are getting flame also here. Burning of candle is producing flame, whereas when we are burning coal, it is not producing any flame. It is only giving us heat. So this is the difference between burning of candle and burning of fuel. Now if you want to, now see here combustion. Okay, now we are coming to the topic, that is combustion. Now what is combustion? See here, we have to take a substance and that substance we have to burn in the presence of oxygen, and we are getting carbon dioxide, we are getting heat, and we are getting light. Now see here, this substance that we are burning is known as fuel. This is the fuel that we are talking about, and this fuel can't be burned if there is no supporter of combustion. So oxygen gas is the supporter of combustion. So we are using here, in the presence of oxygen, this substance is burning, fuel is burning and giving us carbon dioxide, smoke is also there, and heat and light is also produced. So this heat is being used for cooking purpose or running the industry or for any other purpose. And this light is producing flame. So these substances, means fuel, can be in solid form, they can be in liquid form, and they can be in gaseous states. Now we have studied in our earlier classes about the combustion. We must have seen the combustion of, or the burning of magnesium ribbon. What happens when we burn magnesium ribbon? What is happening? Magnesium ribbon, this is magnesium ribbon, and when we burn this magnesium ribbon, what is happening? It is producing flame with spark, okay, and magnesium oxide is given out. We can show it like this. This is magnesium, and in the presence of oxygen it is burning and giving magnesium oxide, and enough heat plus light is given out. Second example is burning of charcoal. At the home we have seen we used to burn charcoal, and when we burn charcoal, this is charcoal, we can say just like carbon. Okay, carbon is the symbol of charcoal, and when we are burning this, it is giving out CO2, and same way heat is given. So this is burning of charcoal. One more combustion that is happening every time, and that is combustion in sun. What is happening? In the sun, nuclear reactions are taking place, and because of these nuclear reactions, what is happening? Immense amount of heat and light is being produced, and this heat and light is the main thing that our life is possible on the earth. So this is all about introductory part of the chapter. Now I am coming to the few keywords. Before coming to the lesson, let me have some keywords. Now these are the keywords which is very important. Now see here, this is acid rain. We have heard the name of acid rain. Now what is acid rain? This is acid rain. Now what is acid rain? If you want to understand this acid rain, think this is the fuel we are taking. We are taking different type of fuels. Now fuel we can take in the form of, this is petrol, this is diesel, these are the fuels. Now what is happening? We are burning them for running industries, for running vehicles. Okay, so what is happening? When these petrol or diesel we are burning, so what will happen? When they burn, they are giving us oxides of nitrogen and oxides of sulfur. So oxides of sulfur, we can say it sulfur dioxide, and oxides of nitrogen we can say just like NO2 or NO, NO3. Now what is happening? These oxides, they are moving upward, and here these are the clouds we can see, and the clouds contain moisture, we can say water in it. Now what is happening? When this sulfur dioxide or these oxides of nitrogen is coming in contact with water, this is water and these are the oxides, we can say of nitrogen or of sulfur. So what will happen? They are converting into acid, they are forming acid. That means acid is formed when water and these oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen are coming in contact with each other. And now this acid, now when this acid is formed, now this acid is coming down. This is acid. This acid is slowly and slowly coming down in the form of rain. And now what is happening? When this acid is coming down, it is falling on the, we can say on the building, this is falling on the soil, and this is falling on the crop. Now what will happen? Buildings, crop and soil. Now this acid, if it is falling on the crop, it will damage all the crop immediately. And if this acid will fall on soil, what will happen? The soil will become acidic. That means soil will contain more acid and the fertility will be affected of the soil. And if it will fall on the buildings, now see, if it is falling on the building, then what will happen? Now see, if the building, now we can say, we are talking about the monuments, just like the Taj Mahal, we can say, this is Taj Mahal, and everyone knows that this Taj Mahal is made up of marble, and the formula of marble we know, marble means calcium carbonate. Now when this calcium carbonate or marble, this is marble, now this marble is coming in contact with this acid, we can say acid, we can say this can be H2SO4, this can be HNO3. Now what will happen? This marble will convert into calcium sulfate plus H2O and plus CO2. Now you can see, marble, the building was made up of marble, but now that marble has changed into calcium sulfate. So the white color, the building that was made up of white color have become yellowish. So this way the acid rain is very harmful for us. Now second keyword that I am taking is calorific value. Now what is calorific value? Calorific value. Now what is calorific value? As the name is indicating, value of the calories. Now who is producing calorie? Fuel is producing calorie. When we are burning fuel, it is producing calories or energy. Okay, now how can we, now suppose we are burning LPG, coal, anything we are burning. Okay, so how we will find out the calorific value? We will burn 1 kg of a fuel, and the amount of energy that is produced will be known as its calorific value. So this is also known as the efficiency of the fuel. Efficiency of fuel. So these are few keywords that I have told you today, and in the second part we will conclude the lesson. So this is all about the lesson. Thank you.